Lies can be dangerous things. They can be painful. They can be protective. They can be misleading. We all lie. We lie to each other. We lie to ourselves. We like to think ourselves as honest, decent, good people. We like to believe that when it came to it, we could step up and face down any adversary. That good always triumphs over evil. But what happens when the evil is us? What happens when the adversary stops and we're left holding the knife? Very few video games would warrant a preamble such as this. Most games don't ask many questions. They don't ask much from the player at all, except for them to have a good time. The Last of Us Part 2 not only asks us these questions, it demands we explain our answers. It demands our attention and our nuanced thoughts. The story of Ellie and Abby is one of pain, rage, loss, lies, and villains. Only we don't always know who they are. It is a story that exemplifies the phrase, "It's not just a game." Flawlessly performed, impressively structured, and masterfully rendered, The Last of Us Part 2 is also one of the most polarizing games, spouting leagues of fans and armies of deniers, an outpouring of support and a deluge of hate. And to understand why, we need to go head first. The Last of Us Part 2 begins not long after the first game had ended. In fact, showing moments from the past as a recurring theme throughout the game through flashbacks, memories, and dreams. Joel explains to his brother Tommy what he had done.
I saved her.
The lie he told her. The lie she had to believe. Later, Joel brings Ellie a gift, a guitar. He plays her a song called Future Days by Pearl Jam. The lyrics speak for themselves.
I'm trusting you. If I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself. Everything I have found here, I'm not found by myself. Try and sometimes you'll succeed to make this man of me. All my stolen missing parts, I've no need for any more. 'Cause I believe, 'cause I can see our future days, days of you and me. There you go.
Well, that didn't suck.
I'll take what I can get.
We are then sent 4 years later. But unlike the 20-year jump from The Last of Us, where Joel had most assuredly endured pain, violence, and became what was described as a man with few moral lines left to cross, this one assumes a relatively normal life.
Hey, old timer. Yeah, get a good scratch. All right. Well, we should probably get going.
Ow! What the fuck? I'm not even playing! Because you're a chicken? You're a chicken!
I hate this kid so much. You want to fuck him up? Yeah, I do.
And as Ellie and Dina ride out, our perspective shifts. Switching back and forth between Ellie and Abby in this prologue as they slowly get closer to each other brings an undefined tension, and serves almost as a microcosm of the entire game to come. And it comes to a head when Abby is rescued from a horde by none other than Joel and Tommy.
Give me your hand! We're gonna have to run! Come on, you! I'll cover you!
There is some frustration by some who claim that not only wouldn't Joel help some random person, but he also wouldn't trust them with his name or safety. But they forget. This is no longer that man with few moral lines left to cross. The pain and violence of his past have been smoothed over by someone. He is able to trust again. But that trust is betrayed.
Tommy, get off me! God!
Pin her down!
Get off me!
Get her hand!
Get the fuck off me!
You got her! Look, you got her! Okay?
You're gonna fucking die!
What's going on?
Let him go!
Who is that?
Let him
She
go!
snuck in.
Why aren't you posted up outside?
We didn't think anyone was gonna show up.
What the hell did you expect? We gotta get out of here before the whole town's on top of us. You're done.
You want what I want, right?
End it. Now.
Joel, get up. Joel, fucking get up. Please stop. Please don't shoot. Joel, please get up.
Here we are. This is the moment for many people. Either you're willing to try and see where this story is going, or you're done, here and now. Joel is dead. This seemingly random person killed him. Why? How could this happen? It becomes clear that this is not going to be the game some expected it to be. And if Joel's death shocked you, good. If watching him be beaten made you sick to your stomach, good. If you hate Abby, good. Go get her. The bleak darkness of Joel's death is quickly replaced by the bright sunlight of the Seattle skies. This is a jarring transition. The characters may have had weeks to mourn their friend, but we've only had a few minutes. Our eyes need time to adjust. Luckily, we get that time here, exploring the ruins of the downtown area slowly. The vignettes of happiness between Ellie and Dina are a welcome solve to our grief. Watching them joke about hating coffee or starting a band makes us believe that life can go on. They let us forget for a moment why we came. Though very quickly, we're reminded.
Shit. Not really.
You should eat something.
This world is a cruel, brutal, violent, bloody, evil place. So no matter what salvation you find, it's only ever temporary. We can't always escape the dangers. We can't always keep each other safe.
Ellie, your mask! Here, we can share mine.
No! Don't take it off!
Ellie, stop! Ellie, stop! What? No! Ellie, no!
Stop! I'm not infected. I'm immune. I'm not coughing, do you see?
We can't lie forever.
Ellie. I think I'm pregnant. What?
And when we feel overwhelmed by the totality of the situation we find ourselves in, sometimes all we need is a memory. A memory of happiness. A memory of fun. A memory of love. It is no secret that the museum is many people's favorite moment of this game. It is what many hoped the entire game would be. It is the peak of Ellie and Joel's relationship as surrogate daughter and father, and it's fun. It reminds us of the good man Joel was. It reminds us of his humor, of his generosity, of his love. It reminds us he's gone. And the questions Ellie still has. But there's no time for answers. Not with a job to do. Heading out alone, Ellie is ready to do battle. The WLF is a large organized group, but she's prepared. The winding streets of the Hillcrest neighborhood become a battleground of sneak attacks, mines, and full-on assaults. The WLF's use of attack dogs adds to the danger and makes us wince every time they are killed. Though as capable as she is, Ellie is overwhelmed, and as she escapes, a familiar face.
What the hell are you doing here?
I think I'd let you do this on your own.
Jesse.
Where's Dina?
Back at the theater, things get more complicated. More difficult.
Sit you down, huh?
You don't need to do that.
Oh, shut up. So when'd you leave Jackson?
Day after you, there was bad snow.
Then another memory.
Are you with me?
Not as happy. Sometimes when you let things fester, they grow divisions. Tensions are raised, and in a world like this, any distraction can be deadly.
It was too close.
Ellie!
But questions still linger.
After you took me out of the Firefly Hospital, you said there were dozens of people like me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they told me.
I've never met another immune person before. Have you?
I could be hiding it. You do.
Do you believe that?
Is now really the time for this?
We traveled across the entire country to bring me to the Fireflies. I had so many questions for them. Why did you pull me out of there while I was still unconscious?
Because I let them run their tests. And when I saw that they were useless, I got us out of there.
How do you know they were useless? Maybe if you just would have given them more time, they could have figured something out.
There was no cure. There's nothing that could help these people or anybody else. I know you wish things were different. I wish things were different. But they ain't.
Joel's lie is solidifying the wedge that is forming between them, as is his certainty in repeating it, as though he believes it himself.
Is there something else you'd like to rehash?
His dismissal of Ellie only pushes her away.
No.
Good. Come on.
As these memories grow darker, so does our quest. Again, Ellie is alone, looking for anyone to tell her where Abby is. Every lead has been a dead end, and Ellie is getting desperate and angry. No one and nothing will stand in her way.
Don't scream. Put that shit down. You remember me? Yeah. You remember me.
Finally, a living, breathing source. Up until now, Ellie has not had the chance to ask any questions.
Yeah, that little bitch got what he deserved.
You fucking...
Trespasser! No, wait. No, please!
Back up!
Put your gun down!
You can walk away from this, okay? I can...
Shut the fuck up!
Gun down! Hands up!
Get back!
You have nowhere to go.
Where's Abby?
I'm fucking dead anyway. Why would I tell you anything?
Because I can make it quick. Or I can make it so much worse.
Think about what he did. How many people are dead because of him?
Last chance.
I'm not giving up, my friend.
And all the pain, and the rage, and the energy it took to get here, all comes out. And then one more memory. The truth. The truth she always knew. But Ellie just needs to hear it for herself.
They said, even if we found her or by some miracle found someone else that's immune, it'd make no difference. Because the only person who could develop a vaccine is dead. Or by some miracle found someone else that's immune, it'd make no difference. Found someone else that's immune, it'd make no difference. Because the only person...
Ellie! Come here. What the hell were you thinking? Running off in the middle of the night like that. You talk to me. You don't just leave me a goddamn note.
Tell me what happened here. If you lie to me one more time, I'm gone. You will never see me again. But if you tell me the truth, I'll go back to Jackson. No matter what it is. Just say it. Joel.
Making a vaccine would have killed you. So I stopped them.
Oh my God. Don't you fucking touch me! I'll go back. But we're done.
It's time to go home. But Tommy is still out there, and Ellie and Jesse need to find him. Abby must be let go. Ellie says it's okay, it's what must be done. Saving those we can is more important than an endless search for revenge. But when they hear Tommy is in the marina, and not the aquarium where Abby may be, she makes a choice. Like Joel did. She makes her justifications. Like Joel did. She believes herself. like Joel did. Ellie is willing to abandon her friends and blindly follow her anger. She justifies it with a lie. A lie that it's all about justice for Joel.
I really hope you make it.
Stealing a boat and navigating the flooded streets of Seattle. The closer Ellie gets, the more the drive within her grows. The darkness has returned. The storm is here.
Let's do this. God. Fuck happened here?
People don't come back from that island.
How many times has Abby risked her life for you?
She chose this. I'm not fucking going there.
Then don't! Go back.
Fuck you, Owen. Hands up.
Where's Abby?
You're that girl from Jackson.
Tell me where she went.
How do we know you won't kill us?
Give her what she wants and we're dead.
You guys can survive this. I just need her.
Bullshit.
You. Come here.
Fucking get over here!
Point to where she is on this map. And then you better fucking match up.
What are you doing?
She's probably dead anyway.
It is not worth it.
Stop!
We can talk
Back
about
the fuck up!
Point to where she is.
Fucking point!
And we're left holding the knife.
Whoa. Hey. It's all right. Come on, let's go. Let's go. It's all right.
Sometimes we don't see the consequences of our actions immediately.
They got what they deserved.
But she gets to live.
Sometimes we believe our actions simply won't have consequences at all.
Yeah. Is that okay?
It has to be.
Again, more lies.
Shit!
Jesse! Stand up! Hands in the air, I shoot this one too!
Don't you do it, Ellie! Get out of here!
Stand up! Now!
Don't you fucking dare!
Shut the fuck up! Fuck. Alright. Stop! Stop!
Toss your weapon.
Toss your weapon!
No.
I know why you killed Joel. He did what he did to save me. There is no cure because in me, I am the one that you want. Just let him go.
You killed my friends. We let you both live. And you wasted it.
Dad? Dad? Dad! Come
on. To completely switch characters in the middle of a game is an audacious choice, one surely met with anger and frustration from many, let alone the character we've become is the villain. The Last of Us Part 2 is asking a great deal of its players right now. Not only is a beloved character dead, but now you must play as his killer. It is another moment of trust. At least they waste no time explaining the why of this game. Joel killed Abby's father, the surgeon at the end of the last game, and for 4 years she has been looking for him. A quest for revenge we all now intimately understand. We don't have to forgive her, and I'm sure many didn't. But at least now, we know why. But when we're brought back to that moment, the satisfaction we expect Abby to show just isn't there. Is it that even with Joel's death, nothing will bring her father back? Maybe she felt as though she was too rough, or not rough enough. Or maybe she simply doesn't feel any better. And months later, is her life any better? Some of those who went with her to Jackson are avoiding her completely. In the massive scope of the WLF, Abby stands alone. Her days seem to be business as usual, namely killing Scars, a large ritualistic religious cult who have been at war with the WLF for years. Ellie had run into this murderous group herself, but with little context. We also see a flashback of Abby's. Her and Owen are at a high point of their romance, exploring the abandoned aquarium.
What is this place?
Oh my god.
Oh, you don't see that every day.
Through these episodes, we see a side to these supposed villains we hadn't considered. Owen is charming and funny.
Is it this? It's this, isn't it? You are disgusted by it.
But Abby can't see that. Back to the present, Abby is going back to Owen. They may have broken up a while ago, but their feelings are still strong. But on her way, she is captured by the Scars.
Grab her!
Their brutality is witnessed now firsthand in one of the most atmospheric and cinematic sequences in this or any other game.
They are nested with sin. Free them, that they may know mine. Where is the other apostate? Clip her wings.
Yara. Demons are coming.
And then she is saved by an unlikely hero.
Cut her down. She's one of them. Lev.
Her enemy. A pair of Seraphite siblings who were themselves hunted. Enemy of my enemy. Abby accompanies them to relative safety, and even sets the girl Yara's arm. A confusing kindness, but one that is short-lived as she leaves her and her brother Lev.
We'll be fine.
Finally finding Owen, drunk and depressed on the boat in the aquarium. He explains now how he killed a fellow wolf. Over a scar, no less.
Isaac sends you after me.
As former Fireflies, Abby and Owen had found a home amongst the WLF. But the Fireflies believed in something. What do the wolves believe in?
I'll talk to Isaac.
I am tired, Abby. I don't want to fight over land that I don't give a fuck about anymore.
If you fight and fight and fight, and nothing changes, what is it all for? People still die. People still hate.
And,
You can give in. You can give up. Or you can try for something new.
should I go find the people that killed my family? Cut into them? I could torture them until they're crying, you know? Abby.
A nightmare confirms for Abby. She needs to try for something new. Helping a Seraphite makes no sense to her, but now neither does fighting in a pointless war.
Lean into me. Where are you taking her? Come on. What are you doing? I'm giving her a chance.
And traveling with Lev, Abby feels a distinctive kinship. The Seraphites they fight along the way are looking for him, calling him the apostate. He has been rejected by his people for being who he is.
Did you hear what they called me?
Yeah.
Do you want to ask me about it?
Do you want me to ask you about it?
No.
Okay.
And it's Lev who helps her forward, facing her debilitating fear of heights while traversing the Scar's sky bridge. And when they fight through the infested building, he's right by her side.
We did it. We killed that big demon.
Yeah, we did. Come on.
After finally finding the supplies needed to fix Yara's arm, Abby has denied her long-held belief of her enemy. The pain that never left after killing Joel finally subsides. And in her dream, her father welcomes her. As with all peace in this world, however, it doesn't last long. Lev has gone back to the island of Seraphites. They may have rejected him, but he holds out hope his mother hasn't. After fighting through scars on their homeland and amongst the beginnings of a wolf invasion, Yara and Abby find Lev.
Oh, thank God.
He now has no one.
Did she do this?
Only Yara.
Just try talking to her.
But in their escape, he loses her too.
Yara!
Abby?
Yara! Yara, get up!
Abby does her best to comfort him. But he is ultimately alone.
Here.
When Abby and Lev return to the aquarium, they find the inevitable. They are now both alone, together. After everything she had been through, discovering her path after Joel, forgiving Owen, learning how to see a scar as a Seraphite and just a little boy, it's all taken away again. The friends she cared about are now all dead because of one person. Seeing this confrontation from the other side, though exactly as it was, is a mind-bending experience. Just a few hours ago, there was no humanity in this person. All we knew was what she had done. But now, we know so much more. And it's seeing Ellie that makes us question what she had done. They are so much the same whether we like it or not. Grief and revenge has brought us here. And we have to end it.
You killed my friends. We let you both live. And you wasted it. Wait! Get off of her! Stop me! Come on.
After all we had done in the preceding hours, this may be the most devastatingly difficult. No one wants this fight to go on, but the cycle must continue. Blood has been spilt. Lines have been drawn. It only ends when someone is dead. Good and evil don't matter. Right and wrong doesn't matter. All there is pain and rage.
Stop! She had nothing to do with this. She's pregnant.
And vindictiveness.
Good. Abby.
And still, mercy.
Don't ever let me see you again. Come on.
This could be the end. Abby and Ellie on their separate paths. And it almost goes that way. Almost. Ellie and Dina and baby JJ are living that normal life Dina always wanted. There's a brief moment when Ellie sits with JJ on the tractor out in the yard, overlooking a sunset. The camera backs up a bit. In any other game, the credits would begin. But not here. We are prompted to go back, even if we don't want to. Whilst herding sheep to the barn, Ellie has a PTSD attack.
Come on, little dude.
Ellie, look at me. It's okay. You're home. You're home. Breathe, breathe. Okay, I'm gonna take him, okay? Come on. Come here, sweetie. Come here. Hey. Oh, man.
This quiet life has erupted. Tommy arrives to say that he's found Abby, and to remind Ellie what she promised. Remembering Joel that night by playing the guitar that he gave her, as she's done so many times throughout the game, we watch the night before Joel died. It's another reminder of that normal life that was shattered.
I hate these things.
Tell me about it. I'm just a girl, not a threat.
I think they should be terrified of me.
Hey! It's a family event. Oh, just what this town needs. Another loudmouth dyke.
The fuck did you just say?
Ellie,
Hey!
Ellie, don't.
Get the hell out of here.
Get your hands off me.
Hey!
Enough.
Let's get you some fresh air.
You all right, kiddo?
What is wrong with you?
He had no right.
And you do? I don't need your fucking help, Joel.
Right.
Ellie has been lying. Lying to Dina about being able to live this life. Lying to herself, believing she could let Abby go. She has to finish it. Catching up with Abby and Lev in Santa Barbara begins with a clever misdirection. They find a house, supposedly with fireflies. They talk to a crew on the radio and plan to meet them on Catalina Island, but are captured on their way out. Back with Ellie, she's found their boat and makes her way inland. This last hour or so of the game is some of the least nuanced. It's a bloody, violent, brutal fight to the end. Ellie kills dozens of this new gang, the Rattlers, looking for Abby. And finally, they come face to face.
It's you.
Starved, sunken, a shell of the monster in Ellie's mind. She could let her go now. Ellie could let Abby take Lev to safety and leave it.
They're both this way.
But in that moment, a vision of Joel's bloody, beaten, swollen, bruised face flashes before her. All of this pain. It can't be for nothing. This memory must be avenged. The fight in the theater was difficult. This one is heartbreaking. Neither woman is fully capable, and both know no one can win. Nevertheless, they fight. And it is a gut-wrenching, raw series of cuts and blows. Finally, as Ellie has the upper hand, as her grip tightens around Abby's throat, as this person who she has been searching for years is finally within moments of death, finally absolving the pain of her loss of Joel. There he is. Another flash, but this time, it's really him. Not the vile memory, but the man. The cycle must end. And so it does.
Go. Just take him.
Ellie has lost more than she could have imagined she would. And returning to the empty farmhouse confirms this. They're gone. All that's left are Ellie's things. Once more on the guitar, but this time the chords can't be formed. Her unwavering quest for revenge has not only lost her everything, but also her very ability to connect with him. One last memory. The last conversation between Ellie and Joel. The flashbacks and memories have all built to this.
What are you drinking?
Coffee.
Where'd you get that?
Those people that came through last week.
Oh.
A little embarrassed as to what I had to trade to get it, but it's not bad.
I had Seth under control.
Yeah, I know.
And you need to stop harassing Jesse about my patrols.
Okay. Dina. Is she your girlfriend?
No.
No, that was just one kiss. It doesn't mean anything. I don't know why she did that.
But you do like her.
So stupid.
Look, I have no idea what that girl's intentions are, but I do know that she would be lucky to have you.
You're such an asshole.
I'm not trying to.
I was supposed to die in that hospital. My life would have fucking mattered. But you took that from me.
If somehow the Lord gave me a second chance at that moment, I would do it all over again.
Yeah. I don't think I can ever forgive you for that. But I would like to try.
I'd like that.
Okay. I'll see you around.
Yep.
This conversation brings to focus the end of The Last of Us. We realize Ellie may have always known she wasn't going to survive any procedure the Fireflies would try. That she had always felt as though she was on borrowed time. She was supposed to die alongside Riley, and when she didn't, she had to endure that pain. It brings to mind the age-old question, if you could, would you want to live forever? There is no correct answer, but I think most would say no, because living forever means nothing if everyone around you keeps dying. And in the world of The Last of Us, being immune is equivalent to being immortal. Every death Ellie has endured since Joel saved her is his fault in her eyes. He is responsible for all her pain. And yet, he'd do it all over again. Cruelty or compassion? Joel is saying that by simply being here, being alive, means your life does matter, especially to others. And it all becomes clear. The loss of Joel wasn't just the loss of a father figure. It wasn't just the loss of a friend. It was the loss of forgiveness. Ellie never had a chance to forgive him. Back in the house, Ellie sets her guitar down, leaving it against the windowsill. As she walks from the house, Beyond Desolation plays. Never has a piece of music been so aptly named. She is completely empty and walks into the unknown. The Last of Us Part 2 is, to put it simply, a masterpiece, and I am fully aware that many people vehemently disagree with that statement. They believe it tramples the original game, disregards characters, elevating political and social positions unnecessarily, and that it has an agenda. Arguments could potentially be made for these claims, but I'm not going to. This game is not made to make you comfortable. It is not meant to be a fun adventure. It is a complex, layered narrative that forces you to deny expectations, suspect your intentions, and question the very concept of good and bad. There is no bad guy in The Last of Us Part 2, similar to Part 1. It's a story of people trying to survive, trying to do right by their own. And it forces consequences on you whether you want them or not. The parallels between Abby and Ellie are clear and intentional. They are the same people at different points of the same journey. It's easy to claim the message of this game is revenge is bad. But in reality, the message of The Last of Us Part 2, if there is just one, is that life means nothing. Survival means nothing. Unless it's for something or someone. And that just so happens to be the arguable theme of The Last of Us. These games aren't so different because they aren't two different games. It's one story in two parts. If The Last of Us is about watching Joel open up and see that there is more to life than just staying alive, Part 2 is about watching Ellie close down as her view narrows. The Last of Us is about growth. The Last of Us Part 2 is about decay. Yet the message isn't all dismal. Abby is proof that even after years of single-minded focus on one goal, a goal that doesn't even satisfy, you can still grow. If Abby, described as the WLF's #1 scar killer, can put aside her prejudice and accept a young Seraphite into her life, anything is possible. As lost and empty as Ellie is, there is still hope. The question this game leaves us is, where is she going? Back to Dina in Jackson? Or out into the world alone? Some argue that she's already been back to see Dina, and her trip to the house is just to say goodbye one last time. Maybe. The truth is, we simply don't know. About 2 hours into The Last of Us Part 2, Ellie and Dina are exploring the ruins of downtown Seattle. When they come across a music shop, Ellie finds a guitar in one of the rooms. She proceeds to play an acoustic cover of a-ha's Take On Me to Dina. This moment is not one you'll find on your map, and if you weren't paying close attention, you could miss it entirely. I highlight this moment because it is The Last of Us Part 2. It is The Last of Us Part 2 in that it doesn't exist because you want it to. Absolutely no one would have complained if this musical moment was not included in the final game. but it's there nonetheless. It's there because it has to be. This game doesn't exist to fulfill your hopes for another Joel and Ellie cross-country adventure. It has no interest in being what you necessarily want or expect. It exists because it needs to. It's a story told the way it's told because there is no other way to tell it. The interweaving endeavors of Ellie and Abby are inescapable, like a blaze that consumes everything in its path.
But I'll be stumbling away, slowly learning that life is okay. Say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take I'll be gone in a day or two. In a day or two.
Ellie says it best.
You can't stop this.